Today on how it's taken apart. Homemade body armor. That is the sharpest knife I have ever owned. As you can see here, I have significantly peppered this. That's a 45 bullet. That's a 45. That's a 45. That's a 45. That's a 50. That's a 45. That is 2-part polymer. And a bunch of 22 bullets that didn't even go through the duct tape. I am in progress of making a better one because I learned the cutting board didn't help. The duct tape did its job by holding the ceramic together, but the duct tape didn't stop the bullet. The duct tape did keep parts from going through it, and it kept the ceramic from shattering. So I'm going to use the sharpest knife I have to cut through that duct tape and cut through that duct tape very unsafely as I flail a knife in every direction known to man. Then I'm going to rip it separate. Oh, that's nifty. So I just learned something. The inside plate is shattered. The only thing holding it together is, you guessed it, duct tape. Which means the duct tape did exactly what it's for. And I think I put way too much duct tape on here. Even though there might be no such thing. I have it taken apart now. I see the 45 caliber bullets went through the first plate. One of them stopped right there. The 50 went through there, and went through the back. 45 caliber bullets went through the second plate and the duct tape. Slightly larger hole. Now, I'm going to try and pull this off. The plate is very much powder. Like, I can move it around on the inside, but the duct tape is still holding shape. I'm going to cut out this bullet and see it. Wow, my sharpest knife is actually dull against this. Probably because it's glass and duct tape. There is bullet in there. I see it. I see, says the blind man to the deaf guy on the telephone. I see, says the blind man on the telephone to the deaf guy. That looks like either a piece of a 22 or a piece of the 45. But because it stopped there and went through there, I would have to say it's a 22. Because all the 45s went straight through, except for out the back. I found one bullet in it. Now I'm going to rip off the second plate, take my trusty sharp knife, and cut off all the duct tape in every direction. I am taking apart this plate of body armor so I can see what I need to do to make it better. Because I do know that the ceramic, or the glass, really did help. Alright. Gonna rip this off. Oh wow. The cutting board did help. Those are bullets. I honestly never thought I'd see this. The cutting board is, in fact, very important because it stopped 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets. And I do know that there are more, because I peppered this. That looks like glued on ceramic. The 50 went straight through here, and I am failing to use this window plastic to hold on the broken glass. Right? Have to use my knife again. There we go. As you can see here, that's the 50. It went straight through. That would be a very unhappy day. Those are the 45s. Ooh, what are you? Is this a 45? Did it get stuck in the ceramic? It looks like it did. You know, I probably shouldn't use my favorite knife for this, but I can sharpen it. Ooh, that there is another bullet. Stopped that one. You could see here where the cutting board was dented in from the bullet. These look like fragments off the 50 caliber bullet. Fragments from another smaller bullet right there. This actually worked pretty well. I only used 2 Dollar Tree glass plates, a roll of really expensive garbage duct tape, well, $7 for a roll of it, and I think that was 1 or 2 rolls. So it worked pretty good. The duct tape definitely did its job by holding it all together. The cutting board did its job by keeping glass from going through. So I learned now I have the perfect idea for this. I just need a lot more glass plates and maybe a steel plate in there. I'll figure something out. More shreds of bullet. Oh, that looks like rubber. Duct tape. But that is pretty cool. How I've got all these bullets smushed out. These were 45 caliber hollow points out of a high point. And that looks to be a 22 long rifle. I knew that was too small to be a 45. And this is a chunk of another bullet. I also have to trim my fingernails. But look at that. Huh. Has very little damage on the first plate, and the second plate is sand. Which is to be expected because the entrance hole is smaller than the exit hole. What am I going to do to make this better? It has airspace between each plate, which is why I thought that it stopped the bullets better in the center, because bullet-resistant glass has airspace between the glass and the plexiglass, or whatever they use, because that little bit of airspace helps slow it down. It'll lose velocity. I would appreciate if somebody could comment below how I could easily and rather cheaply upgrade this. I have steel plates, I have sheet metal, but that's going to be a bit heavy. My giant plate of steel is kind of within the guidelines, but not logical because it's going to be welded onto a vehicle. Let's rip this off. Ooh's a 22 long rifle from one I missed. That's a 45. That's a 22. But look at those. That 45 pistol just dented the board. This is a hardwood cutting board. I also had an idea for upgraded Kevlar. The steel plate body armor is dipped in a rubber-like ceramic, maybe something. So my whole idea behind that is have the Kevlar on the back. Well, Kevlar here, you stand here, ceramic plate here, so you got ceramic, Kevlar, person, dip the ceramic and Kevlar in a liquid rubber so that it'll solidify as one piece, and then that rubber holds them both together better. The ceramic will stop higher caliber bullets, and the Kevlar will stop the shrapnel, like the cutting board did. That's a nifty pile of lead. So now, knowing that it went through 2 ceramic plates with ease, they just kind of slowed it down and the cutting board stopped it. I wonder what 4 ceramic plates in the cutting board will do. I am using this, same T-Rex duct tape. Wait. Nope. This is the older duct tape. This is the newer duct tape. These are the same 2 glass plates, or same 4, from the Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree duct tape, heavy duty. This is, I don't remember where duct tape, but I know that this was like $7 a roll or something. So I'm going to wrap each of these in duct tape, layer them all together. Probably in the airspace, put spray fiberglass or something that I can use to fill in the space that's also going to be able to help stop a bullet. That's a pack of matches, because anytime I go to Dollar Tree I buy matches to put in my bug out bag or in my car. That's a nice knife. That's torn up ceramic body armor, and that's a plastic bag for covering the windows in the winter. So comment below what you think I can do to upgrade this. And I do now know that the cutting board is essential. Maybe if I had 2 cutting boards. Not sure if that would help, but the cutting board had 4 holes in it, which made it potentially easier to tie around my body like an apron. These plates work perfect because they're square and they're within the guidelines. They're super lightweight. The duct tape is lightweight as well. I just have to figure out something to keep rifle bullets from going through.